What is a stablecoin? A stablecoin is a type of digital money that's designed to keep its value steady instead of going up and down like most other digital assets. Think of it like a digital version of a dollar that always stays close to $1 in value. There is in fact a stablecoin called MNEE, and I've been told it's pronounced as money. And it is built on the Bitcoin SV, the BSV blockchain. It is pegged to the US dollar, meaning that one MNEE token is designed to maintain parity with $1. The next question is, why would people want or need to use a stable coin like MNEE or money to transact instead of using BSVs, the tokens of the network from which it runs? Now, I personally believe that the world should aim to price everything in BSV and use BSVs for direct exchange. This would greatly simplify lots of things. But I remember that when the internet first became popular, documents were created using a computer, people typed them up, and they could read them straight from the computer screen, but old habits die hard, and so they still printed the documents on paper before they would even read it to check and then rewrite it again if need be. So knowing that people and societies do require time to adjust to an idea, I concede that in most cases, many people may still want or need to use a stable coin. And as a stable coin, MNEE is useful because it protects users from the extreme price swings that can happen with BSV. While BSV may rise or fall significantly in value, a stablecoin stays consistent, and it makes it much easier for people to use it as money in everyday life. Whether you're running a business, sending money to family, or paying for goods and services, you want to know that what you are sending or receiving today will hold the same value tomorrow. And that is the advantage that stablecoins like MNEE bring: predictability, simplicity, and confidence, making it perfect for people who want to use digital cash without worrying about big price swings. In the world of digital assets, where volatility often overshadows utility, MNEE stands out. It's not just another stable coin, it's a breakthrough built on Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, the BSV blockchain. It's the only digital ledger that scales unbounded, it uses microfees, and it remains true to Satoshi Nakamoto's original design. MNEE is designed to be a reliable unit of account and a store of value, pegged to a stable external asset that people recognize and are familiar with, like in this case, the US dollar. And yet it benefits from the speed, the scale, and the cost efficiency of the BSV blockchain. And I'm now going to show you how to get some MNEE tokens, either by buying them with your credit card or by swapping other digital coins that you may already own, such as BSV, BTC, or Ethereum tokens, using a wallet called RockWallet. This is their Twitter account. They say that they're a fully collateralized USD-backed stablecoin built to power instant transactions with low fees and no gas token required. And it runs on the real Bitcoin protocol and blockchain. Let's have a look at their website. This is their homepage, which tells us what they're focusing on. And they're saying they're focusing on instant transactions, no gas token required. MNEE is the world's fastest USD-backed stablecoin, built on 1 sat ordinals, which is on BSV. Money offers instant, scalable transactions and fees under a penny. And if we go to get MNEE, this is where you can get MNEE. So you can get it through RockWallet, io.finnet, and all these other ones. Handcash, yours, and I have not heard of Stillman Digital. So you can get it, it seems, via RockWallet and these other names. Handcash is familiar to me as well as yours. You've got a few of these global partners to explore. Let's check for a more in-depth description of themselves. Let's go to About. They say that MNEE is the world's fastest USD-backed stablecoin built on 1 sat ordinals, which it's a bit curious that they don't say BSV, because 1-sat ordinals run on BSV. And ERC20 runs on Ethereum. I suppose, yeah, in all fairness, since they mention ERC20, then they mention the counterpart of ERC20. So money offers transactions and fees under a penny. There's instant transactions, there's no more waiting, money is built for speed and scalability, it settles payments instantly, globally, 24/7. It's fully collateralized, so every money token is fully collateralized and regularly audited for complete transparency, and there's no gas tokens. Say goodbye to high transaction costs. Money's innovative technology enables transaction fees under a penny and no gas tokens required. Their mission is to revolutionize global payments by making digital transactions instant, secure, and accessible to everyone through innovative blockchain technology and a commitment to regulatory compliance. We are building the future of finance. Sounds great. Okay, so we've got a phone here that's got RockWallet installed. We've logged onto that app now, and this is RockWallet. At the start, let's assume that you don't have any minis, right? You don't have any coins. There's two ways then that you can get money. You can get money by buying money straight from your credit card. So you go buy and sell. You go buy, and then you would choose MNEE via 1-sat ordinals. And then you would choose how much you want to buy. Here you notice it's one money equals $1. It is a stable coin, so the idea is that the value of it is tied to the US dollar. At the moment, it is only the US dollar that they're working with. I don't know if they've got any plans to open it up for the euro or other fiat currencies, but for the moment, they're working with the US dollar. So one MNEE equals $1. So let's assume that you want to buy 100 minis, which is equivalent to $100. You can just buy using a credit card, and you would just set up your credit card, and you would just choose the credit card that you've set up with RockWallet. So I won't actually take you through the whole process. I'm just going to show you where in RockWallet you can buy or acquire money. Okay, so I'll close this. The second way that you can acquire money is to swap your existing coins with money. So for example, if you've got BSVs, you can swap some of them to MNEEs, which is what I've done. And to do that, you just go to swap, and you would say, yes, I want to swap. So in this example, we're going to swap BSVs for MNEEs. So let's click on BSV, you'll be able to see your balance, and then you click on swap, and then here you say, I've got this much BSV. So for example, on this test account, I've got, say, 4.47 of a BSV, that's about 14.26 USDs, and I'm going to swap it to MNEEs, right? So just choose the money that's on the 1-sat ordinals. I haven't tested the ERC20 because, like I said, it runs on Ethereum, and having only interests in BSV, we are only going to be talking about money on the 1-sat ordinals protocol. So you would choose that, you would type however much you want to transfer, and there you go. So basically, to transfer about 14.26, there's a network fee of 1 cent of a money, and you would just press continue. So that's how you would acquire money. Once you have put through the request to swap some of your BSVs to money, you would want to check how it's going. So what you do, starting off from the homepage, you click on BSV, and then here you've got the activity there. So you'll just need to scroll this up, and here I can see the details of the swap. It shows you the details, the RockWallet transaction ID, where it came from, and then what coin was swapped for MNEE, and how many coins of that had been swapped for however many MNEEs or money. I keep pronouncing this MNEE as mini, but apparently it's supposed to be pronounced as money. But obviously when you're talking quickly, when people don't understand that money is actually a brand, then the conversation might easily get confusing. This is the timestamp. You can check the transaction ID using this. So what we're going to do, we're going to check the transaction ID. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to check on the Blockchain Explorer for BSV, which is what's on chain. We'll do that now. We're at whatsonchain.com. We're going to paste the transaction ID that we want to look up, which is supposed to be the swap that we did. And here it is. So that's the transaction ID. What it is telling us is that BSV for that transaction was about 1.36 BSVs that was transacted from this address to these two addresses. And I believe that that's mine because I've done this transaction quite a while ago on the 23rd of March. I've forgotten how much exactly it was that I transferred. My balance is about 30 MNEEs. Then it looks like this is mine. That was about 0.9 of a BSV. I'm just going to refer to a post that Money posted on the 2nd of April, which is basically how to check for the transaction ID. Here they're saying we'll go to what's on chain, paste our mini one-sat transaction hash, which we can get from the wallet that we've used to swap, in this case a RockWallet. So we can grab the mini transaction ID there. We paste it there, and then you click that. You click on mini token, and then that's how you see it. Click on the details for a full breakdown. What did it say? It says now you can easily view your money one-sat transaction in a simplified format. Okay. The mini plugin will stay enabled when searching for additional transactions. Great. You can view additional transactions. You can view details. Okay, so we've reviewed that. We'll go back to our what's on chain. I'm going to copy the money transaction ID of the swap that I've done with RockWallet. Let's go there. Let's go to whatsonchain.com. That's the money transaction ID. We're going to click on money token, and we see this. Okay, so that looks more like it. It means that on the 23rd of March, the transaction happened and there was 30 units of money transferred. And it was done on this block. And as at this time, the 5th of April, when I'm recording this video, it looks like it's already been confirmed 1,800 times by all the BSV miners, also known as payment processors. It is quite important to be comfortable in checking transaction IDs because it is your way of verifying whether transactions have actually occurred, and this data comes straight from the Bitcoin BSV blockchain. One of your immediate concerns when you're doing a swap is, did it actually happen? Sometimes, for example, when you go to your wallet, you might not be able to see that you've got the money balance. So you want to check if the transfer actually occurred. So now that we know that on the blockchain, the transfer actually occurred, then it means that there's an issue with your wallet. Either it is not syncing the information from the blockchain or some other issue. So what you then do is you try restarting your app, you start logging out or logging in to see if that resets things. With RockWallet, that's what happened to me. Basically, what they've advised me to do was to make sure that I have got my recovery phrase. I clicked on menu, security settings, recovery phrase, enter PIN, and then you unlink your account by clicking the menu, then security settings, then unlink from this device. And then I relinked again by entering the 12-word phrase. And once relinked, you check again. And if you're still having problems,
you reach out to RockWallet. So you've now acquired some monies with you. In my case, I've got 29.487 US dollar worth of money. Now I can go in here if I need to spend it. I go in here, I would click send, and I'll need to enter the mini wallet of the person that I'm sending to. If you're the one receiving money, then the person sending you money will want your public address, right? So to get that, you need to click here, receive, and this is the QR code if you want to send them this, or you can share the text. By clicking on the text, you copy it to your clipboard and you can paste it to a chat or an email. Likewise, you can click share here. It opens this up and it's got an image of your QR code, which you can then send via email, WhatsApp, or whatever apps you've got. Again, if you need to find out details about your transactions, you go to activity, you click here, you show the details, and you can check the transaction ID that way. In this example, this is a transaction. You would grab that transaction ID and you can check it on what's on chain.
MNEE provides the stability needed to be used to support real trade, real value, and real adoption. It's not for pump and dump schemes, and it's certainly not for speculation. You can't go far trading one US dollar to another US dollar. MNEE is for builders, traders, families, and businesses who want to live and transact in a digital economy powered by BSV. And because it runs on BSV, MNEE benefits from having ultra-low transaction fees, fractions of a cent. It can perform transactions that are instant and are irreversible. It's able to scale to billions of transactions per day. And being on the BSV blockchain, all the transaction details are on-chain. This means that it's very transparent and it's auditable. So give MNEE a try. In this video, I've shown you how to use it using RockWallet, but you can also try Handcash and yours, both of which I've personally used and tested. Or you can explore other wallets listed on the MNEE website's partners page and let us know how your experience goes. Now, before we go, I want to leave you with two quick questions. Do you think that stablecoins like MNEE are essential for adoption, or will people eventually switch fully to BSV? And what would make you feel confident enough to use digital money like MNEE in your daily life? Let us know in the comments below. We read everyone and would love to hear your thoughts. If you found this video helpful or interesting, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more content about the real Bitcoin, BSV. And don't forget to share it with friends who need to hear more about the future of money. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.